Okay, building upon if statements. So in the last video, we wrote this small program that asked the user to enter a number between 10 and 20. And then we said, if it is greater than or equal to 10, right, and it's less than or equal to 20, right, I printed that out. Now, I didn't even need these variables to do that. I could have just hard-coded right in here, is it greater than or equal to 10? And less than or equal to 20. That would have been fine. Or I could have, even better yet, I could have set up some constants, final int lower equals 10, and final int upper equals 20. And then I could have used those constants here, right? Lower and upper. That way, if I wanted to change the code, I could just change these variables, right? Final int upper equals 20. I also could have used lower and upper instead of writing 10 and 20 here. Okay, so now let's see how we use the next addition to if statements. If statements give you the ability to check something. So either something is going to be true or it's going to be false, right? So let's ask the user just to enter a number, right? And then we're going to say if they entered a number that was greater than or equal to the lower bound, we're going to say that. We're going to tell them that you entered a number greater than lower, right? Greater than or equal to lower, right? So if I run this code, right, and please enter a number, if I put in 12, it's going to say you entered a number that is number greater than or equal to 10. Perfect. If I run it again and I put in, 8, it's not going to say that. But oftentimes it's useful to tell them that they didn't enter a number greater than or equal to that. So the if statement has another construct that says else. And again, else will execute this one next line of code, right? And the line of code, I could put a system.out.println, you did not enter a number greater than or equal to lower, right? So in this case, if this condition is true, it's going to do this. Otherwise, it's going to come and do this. Now, in this first case, these brackets here, they're not needed because I'm only doing one line of code. So if I leave them, that's fine. Or if I took them off, it's fine, right? Okay. So if you're familiar with other programming languages like Python, the indenting has nothing to do with it in this case. An if statement is going to execute one more line. If you want more than one line, you have to put those brackets. You can't just indent to have that happen. Okay, so now if I run the code, I'm going to enter a number like 12, and it says you entered a number greater than or equal to 10. Perfect. And the difference now is if I enter a number like 8, it's going to come into the second part, the else, and say you did not enter a number greater than or equal to 10. So the if-else statement allows you to check one condition, and if it's true, it's going to do something. And if it's false, it's going to go into the else and execute the next line or set of lines if you put brackets.